Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to Just Gaming Today. Today we're going to play some Talented and try and unlock that new character. So we're going to take a look at where we're at. At the end of the last run, we had a run with the Archer, and we completed Mastery level 14, and we advanced the Archer's level to 11. So Archer was very, very good. The Archer was way behind the curve, trying to take on a Mastery level 14, in my opinion, but it worked out pretty good. We got through that middle struggle bus section of the run, and once we got past that and started getting into an actual build, things got significantly easier. Towards the end of the run, it was very, 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 very easy. So that was encouraging. So we're not going to run the Archer again today. It looks like got the Wizard, the Warrior, let's see, Summoner. These guys are all about the same. Ninja, we could do the Ninja again. We've done the Ninja twice. Essentially what we're looking for, I think we unlocked Mastery levels. See who's got the lowest Mastery level. Looks like it might be the Wizard. So we might play the Wizard and try and get its Mastery level up. The Wizard is level 9. I think that gets us 2 selections, and it does. So probably the Wizard is the one that's farthest behind, so we'll play that one to make it as difficult as possible for us. We are trying, we did unlock, after 14, we unlocked 15 and a bonus Mastery of 16. So let's see what those would offer. Let's set it at 14. So 14 is where we were at with the Archer. And then 15, after night 10, enemy waves spawn 3% more frequently after each night. After night 10, chance for elite enemies increases by 1% after each night. I say we go for Mastery level 16 and see how this goes. Let's take a look at what we want to play. I'm most likely going to stick with the Cyclone. I like the Cyclone over the Fireball. That's just personal preference. I like that the Cyclone pushes what's in that lane back and kind of gives you a little relief. But Fireball probably kills more stuff. This is doing 4 damage, and this is doing 10. And applies burning, so the burning is going to probably kill most everything that it doesn't kill outright. So we'll go ahead and take Cyclone here. Now we have 2 advantages here. Increase maximum magic by 10, or abilities gain 40% bonus damage to enemies. I'm going to take the magic. I like having extra magic points. Start the run at level 5 and gain an additional 5 levels at the end of night 10. So 10 free levels during the run is 10 free talent points. That's really, really, really powerful. And then on level up, restore 5 magic points and 5 health points. Now, on level up in most games is very rare. In this game, you're probably leveling up 4 to 10 times on average. And, in some cases, you're leveling up 17 times in a night. So, this can actually fuel that regen of both health and magic quite efficiently. But I think we're going to take the extra talent points and see if we can, build something out of the talent tree. The Wizard does a lot with the talent tree. So you can jump around a lot. You can, save talent points to get more talent points later. There's a lot of ways to play around with the talent tree with the Wizard. So I think this might be a good starting skill to try and abuse. If we can get through this, we end up with the last class unlocked. So I'm very excited to give this a shot, and hopefully we are successful. So let's get into this run here. Now, if you've not watched the Wizard has this little wand ability here. You're just launching these little, I don't know, I'm just going to call it like a magic wand attack. It doesn't go very far, doesn't do a ton of damage, but you send a Cyclone down that way, see if we can clear it out a little bit. Now we're stuck with a bunch of stuff coming at us. I'm going to Cyclone it again. It actually killed most everything down that route. Yeah, this was a good first run. Cyclone came in very effective. All right, so we got 8 talent points. I think that's with the additional 5 that we have for our starting skill. Crawley will now appear. 8, yes. So I was hoping we would get 9 because typically you get 4, but maybe that extra mastery is limiting our ability there. So let's zone out a little bit and see what we see. We have the Cyclone ability that we've already selected. We have a Magic Point regeneration, but it looks like that's probably, it might go out this way. Let's see if we can see anything over here. No. Sometimes I hover over here just to see if we can catch anything. It actually does look like it goes out that way. We're probably going to go up and see if we can expose something. Mystery talent here, let's see what we get. And we do. So we expose this lightning crash, shoot a piercing lightning bolt in a target direction, dealing 8 damage, and applying shock to hit to all enemies. I'm really not big on these skills. I don't like them. But I like the orbs. But maybe if we're forced to go into something like that, we will. So let's see what else we got. Ability power up. Health would be nice because we're going to have very, very low health because it's going to take a lot of health away from us. So I am probably going to go up this way and just get this health. Get the ability power up. Let's go up here. Gain 20% more XP from killing enemies with any status effect on them. Learn a random nearby rare talent. It's a mystery talent. Okay. So a lot of stuff that is, now there's a talent package up here, so we're going straight for that. Ethereal knowledge on level up, you create 2 elemental sprites in random lanes. I do like this. And we've got our ring theory. You create an orb that orbits you until the end of the night. Your orbs move closer for 5 seconds. This is just really, really super powerful. And a frosty orbs. Hopefully we get an orbs here and we're able to go grab this orbs over here. I like orbs on the wizard. You know, I just find it to be super powerful. So if I want to make it through this run, I think that's probably the route we're going to go. Let's see, 2 more talent points. Let's look to go here, and I'm going to grab another health point. I would grab this rare, but I don't think we have the ability to put a lot of status effects down yet. So we'll kind of skip it for now. We do have this magic hat. This lets us learn a close by rare. And if we jumped up here, we'd be able to jump there. So I might snag the magic hat unless it looks like we can make the talent tree straight away. The advantage to hitting the talent tree before we take this is that this talent tree can turn this into an epic. So that might be the way to go there. We spent all our points. We're level 9. It's weird that I guess it doesn't give you 1 for level 1. So we did get 8 points. Yeah, I usually get 4, so I was expecting 9 with that extra 5, but it said 5 levels, so you start at level 5. So I think that's what it was. So I got 4 starting at level 5. I got 4 more when I got 9, so that makes 8. That makes sense. I see where it's getting that number from. Okay, so talents are 0. We have 40 health and 35 mana. Now, the reason I invested in health is you'll see when we start the next night, our health's going to drop to 20 together. Yeah. So just have 20 hit points. So if we get hit right now, we are in dire straits. You know, it's something that these higher mastery levels, you can get taken out easily very early on. So you really need to kind of pay attention to pumping up your health a little more on the tree. I would have really liked for those wand attacks to land. Let's go there. I'm glad that Cyclone was ready because I was in trouble there. Right now, I don't have a way to regenerate my health, so I'm kind of stuck. I took those extra levels and did not take the on level up regen 5 and 5. 5 talent points, that's good. Enemies will now spawn 10% more frequently. That's not so good. It's good and bad. You know, you get extra hit points and stuff, or extra experience points for them, but there's a lot more to deal with. So let's go up here, take magic up. Expose an epic, let's check that out. Whenever you cast a spell, you reduce the cooldown of other spells that are on cooldown by 2 seconds. That's a really good ability. I don't see any more hearts. There's some double hearts here. I do like that, but they might get eaten up by the talent tree. We have 1, 2, 3. And yeah, let's just go up and grab the talent tree. Let's hoping for a health up there. Now from the talent tree, it's 0 points to get in the tree, so we'll have a point after. In talent tree, what I'm really hoping for is a bonus package, and we got one. Let's take a look at what it is. Level up faster and power up your basic attacks. Cold as ice, apply frostbite more often, enhance its power. Gain more orbs and power them up. So I'm going to redo this one. We got another bonus. The more abilities, the better. But if we're going to go orbs, I want to gain more orbs and power them up. So even though this isn't, I don't think it can display the same one twice. But let's re-roll this one and see if we get the orbs as well. Set the world on fire. Well, I'm going to take the orbs because that's the way I want to go. Orbs might seem boring to folks, but it's a way to just really, really wreck house. So I really want to do that. Killing an enemy with an orb grants 25% more experience. Same thing here. Oh, we did get an epic conversion here. Earthen orbs. Create 3 earthen orbs that permanently orbit you and have a 50% chance to knock back enemies they hit. Now, we don't have 2 talent points, unfortunately, to take it. So I think what we're going to do is toxic orb, and then it looks like we do have a connection over here. I think for the moment, we're going to go and grab this health. Normally I wouldn't, but I don't like having 20 health. So we're going to just see what we get next time. If we can get 5 next time, we'll probably go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then look to grab this one. This one didn't convert, so we could get some sprites here too. The sprites are quite nice. I did not like this cosmic lance when I took it before, but we can work our. I'm just going to start working our way over here to grab these orb powers over here too. All right, so we have 0 talent points. We're at 45 health, which is essentially 22 and a half, and 40 magic points. Let's go. We're also level 14 at night 3. I'd love to extend the range a little bit on our basic attack as well. I'm going to launch a cyclone down this way just to kind of push some things back. Hopefully we can hit these things. Cyclone that way again. A lot of stuff up top. Let's give it one. Okay. So when I have Cyclone, I do like to try and just launch it down the same lane each time and then hold it back, keep things back if I can, on that lane. Then that lane dried up, so I kind of had to switch it for a oh no button. So that worked okay. And we did have 22 and a half life, still way too low in my opinion. I would like to get something that helps us regen the life. I don't think that's happening anytime soon. So let's take this earthen orbs. That's going to help us out quite a bit. We're going to take the toxic orb. Interesting. So we have 2. Yeah, I'm going to take this double health. We'll work our way over here, but I want the double health and this toxic orb and stuff that's up here. Having another power orb. Yes, we'll have 3 earthen orbs, a toxic orb, and we're going to take both of these for our health. We exposed full house, learn a random ability. If you've learned 4 abilities the first time you cast each ability each night, it is cast an additional time and no cost. We've had this before and it's really, really good with the orbs, but you need to kind of time the way you take it and stuff. Yeah, I think, or you just have to have all your abilities before you take it for it to make full use. But not a bad epic. Then we have this power orb. Next time, create a power orb that permanently orbits you. Orbs deal 2 additional damage. So we get an additional orb there. The toxic orb creates a toxic orb that permanently orbits you. Has a 50% chance to apply decay. So right now we should have 4 orbs are orbiting us. We don't have an ability to create an orb yet. That's over here. So I think we're going to snag this one. Probably snag this one, and then most likely work our way over here to snag this ring theory if we can. Ring theory is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If we get 6 this time, we could get quite a bit of stuff going on through the next one. We are at 55 health now. That's okay. It's not terrible. So we'll start with 27 and a half. We're level 19 with 40 magic. Let's go. And we got some orbs finally. So if you look closely at the orbs, you'll see that they have different kind of animations around them as well. Those animations kind of clue you into what they are. The earthen orbs kind of look like these earthen. Oh boy! Oh no! I launched it down the wrong way. Oh well. Hopefully the orbs are going to save us a little bit. Oh man! Go down this way. Come on! Come on! Yeah. Oh, way too close. These mid levels, like as you add the mastery, these levels become quite difficult. The spiders with the random movement too, man. They really also. Oh man, I got lucky there. My magic attack just helped quite a bit. Or my wand attack did heavy work there. All right, we got our 6 talent points, so that's going to help us quite a bit. We'll get our first ability beyond the cyclone. So let's work our way over here and make sure that my calculations were correct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 1 talent point left. We're going to take this power orb and get another orb that just automatically surrounds us. So we have another toxic orb here, another toxic orb here, a mystery talent here, which could be another orb, but it could be pretty much anything. Ooh, another atomize. Duplicate an orb until the end of the night. Your orb damage is increased by 3. So this is the other one that we had. So these two orb skills are very, very good. So we'll probably go down and grab that. Completely didn't see that. If we cast a spell or use cooldown, we did look at that. We have these 2 crystal balls down here. We got a lot of stuff that kind of backfill here. But this Frosty Orbs is going to be the big one. So Frosty Orbs is create 3 glacial orbs that they're kind of like the earthen orbs, but 3 glacials that'll frostbite things. That's very, very good. All right. We're still at 55 health, unfortunately, and we have 45 magic, so we gain a little bit there. 25, almost ready to level up. 0 talent points. Let's go. So here I am going to just try and create some orbs so we have more defensive orbs circling us. It's not that wall of orbs that we see as we progress, but honestly, any type of bonuses that we're getting, any type of hits we're getting off of these orbs, we are really, it's going to really help us just kind of calm everything down. It's not going to get everything. It's going to let things through, especially the spiders. They kind of tend to pause and scoot by and stuff like that. But the orbs aren't going to hit everything, but they are going to be a significant reduction to the amount of pressure that we feel in these mid levels. So I am glad we got to some abilities that we can use and feel good about. The cyclone's also good with the orbs because, if they get in, you can push them back into the orb and end up killing them and doing lots of damage that way. I don't think the fireball has that kind of knockback. So if you're going orbs, I would suggest the cyclone. We did get 8 talent points. Tatty will now appear. Let's go. So here we want our first 2 to go into Frosty Orb. Magic up would be good, but let's go snag a crystal ball. Lower cooldown, toxic orb. So now we have 3 talent points left. We're going to go grab these 2 and get another toxic orb. Atomize. We could have gotten that too. I need to remember that one's there. We have 1 talent point left. I think with that, I want to. Anything over here? We're not going over here quite yet, but do we have anything that we want to work towards over here? We probably need to go up here to get up to this one. I think what I want to do at this point is maybe snag this increased magic point regeneration that's kind of out here. Experience points. Let's go. Let's go with the health. We see a little bit more of this. What do we expose there? So our health's at 60, so we'll have 30 hit points instead of 27.5. And we're at 0 talent. We're level 33. And we're 50 magic with some increased regeneration. And we picked up, 3 more, 4 more, 5 more orbs maybe altogether? I forget, did we have the Frosty Orb last run or not? Or last evening? I don't think so. But either way, we have significantly more orbs. So we should have 3 Frosty, 3 Earthen, 2 Toxic, and a Power Orb. And the ability to create more as we play. So we're trying to look at the magic regeneration and see what that situation looks like. We still have 20 magic. Now we do have the rats and the spiders. The rats and the spiders have those erratic movement patterns, which are a little frustrating for the orbs. It's frustrating for any of the classes, honestly, because you're trying to time things and they throw your timing off. So it's a really good addition to the game from the developer to kind of just throw the timing off and so forth. So we got 7 talent points. Enemies have 25% more health. Let's take a look at what we got here. So I'm just going to burn into these 3. Mystery, Power Orb is perfect. I'm going to take the Ether Knowledge for the level ups. Let's get the Atomize as our 3rd skill before we forget about it. We have 2 more points. 2 points. I don't really care about these abilities, or I should say abilities, not skills, but Atomize. If we go down here, we're blocked here because I don't want to take that. 20% more experience on killing enemies with any status effects on them. Now, that could be a pretty good skill to pick up too at this point because we are putting status effects on our enemies with the orbs. If we don't kill them, they get a status effect anyways. Let's scan out. Sometimes when you scan out, you see some things you may have missed. All right, with 2 points, I think I'm going to take experience points up, and we're going to go up here for attack speed just to try to start exposing some things up here and see what we have. So here we did expose this rousing knowledge. On level up, you gain 10% ability power until the end of the night. Pretty good too. This is kind of our free path because I don't want to take this cosmic lance. I don't want to take this frost nova, but we could sneak by here and hit this epic, but not really necessarily wanting to push towards the epic until we get our 4th ability, but we can pick it up anyways if we want. These are good for experience points off of the orbs, but we got to get over there. And this epic's not terrible either. So 0 talent points, we're at 65 health, which means we're at 32.5 health at the start of the night. 40th level, and we're at 50 magic. Let's go. Okay, so right off the bat, we spent 20 magic, and that 20 magic bought us 2 more orbs. Here's a rat sneaking through. Yeah, see, here's a rat just sneaks through right in through our orbs. So now we've created additional 4 orbs. You see some sprites going down the lanes on level up. So now we're getting a pretty decent amount of orbs flowing around. Feeling a lot better about the run. It's chance of success. At level 10, we saw that level or mastery level 15 and 16 added quite a bit of additional spawns and additional elites post night 10. So night 10 is coming up. That's going to be like a little bit of a jump as far as our difficulty goes. But hopefully by then we've got quite a bit of orb increases going on. So we got 9 talent points. Let's go here. Let's take a look. I'm going to go up a little bit. This way we get health, so I'm going that way. Let's grab this. We exposed a legendary. Your basic attacks have a 20% chance to apply a random status effect. That's good. Double orb, or the Doorbolt up, creates 2 just basic orbs that permanently orbit. Power orb, we are going up there. Increased experience granted by all experience gems on the floor by 50%. That might be our 4th ability there. I think that would be pretty good. Let's see. Attack speed up's always good. Attack speed up. It looks like our pathway to the legendary is up here and exposed. Yeah, we can probably get to that ability. I think we're just going to keep progressing this way. That is a mystery here. That spends our talent. That's another talent here, magic missiles. I think that's better. Okay, so we have 0 talent points left, level 49. Let's go. So we have 35 health now at the start and 60 magic. The firing rate of our missiles seems quite much better. So we're getting to a pretty good, attack speed. Really want to hit that cyclone. I hit it by mistake. But our orbs are doing work. Yeah, the orb build for the wizard, in my opinion, I mean, I haven't done this super high investments in many of the new trees yet. There's a bunch of those new talent packages. They could be extremely, extremely powerful. But for me, I really like the orbs, these two orb skills, along with the abilities to pump those skills up, launch sprites down lanes. I would like to see if we find another talent package. Anything to do with the sprites where we're just launching sprites down the lane is quite good as well. So I got 6 talent points that time. Enemy waves will now contain an additional enemy. So let's go up here. If we want to take the short route, I think we're going to go here, here, and here. It leaves us with 3, which is exactly what we need for this one. So let's just go with that. I don't think this is a super powerful legendary, but any legendary is probably pretty good. And then we've got 2 talents. We can go after this power orb and this talent as well. We did increase our orb count by 2 here, so I think I feel pretty good about those selections. Go right off the bat, we're just going to increase the power of our orbs, create 2 other orbs, and have our orbs start doing a lot of work for us. Now, what I'd like to see is my magic regen get to the point where I've regened 20 magic points within 10 second countdown. That way we can just continuously cast these orb abilities without having to concern ourselves with mana regen. So I barely killed that guy, but made it. I'm going to launch a cyclone down that way. So now we're pretty much out of magic points. Let's see if we can survive this. Orbs out there to help us out. Your magic regen is really, really slow. So I need to find some things to fix that. That would be our next task. We want these orbs, obviously, but we need to fix our magic a little bit because you see I'm just floating down at 10 magic points. I got to kind of keep those around for emergency. But so far, so good. So 7 talent points this time. I do want to take this magic regen, which is something we're looking to focus on anyways. And then we've got dazzling knowledge. On level up, you gain 1 basic attack damage at the end of the night. That's not bad either. I don't really want to pick up this ability, but we do want this ability. So I'm going to pick up this mystery talent too. This lets us just jump to a power orb. Oh man, that's awesome. We got another doorbell here. Power orb down here in a mystery. Okay, that I like. Efficacy is down here. I wanted to work our way over to this talent, so let's go ahead and do that anyways. So we can take that at the beginning. We'll have our 4 talents. All the other, or 4 abilities, all the other abilities will turn into, I think, rare talents there. So when we take this, we'll have to watch what happens to this one. I think sometimes it turns into common as well. We'll have to take a look-see. We've got a bunch of abilities exposed. So when we take this, we'll have to see what happens to them. What's this other one before we go? So this one's the book. There. Okay. So let's roll. We put a bunch of orbs. We got, what, 3 more orbs? 1, 2, 3. We snagged this one too, maybe? Or no, we went over this one. Yeah, we got this one and it jumped us up top. Okay, so we got 3 orbs just added to our bunch at the start. We did increase our magic regen. So I'm hoping that helps us out a little bit here. Yeah, it looks like it regenerated 5 in the amount of time we needed. But we have significantly more orbs to start with. So we're starting to get that kind of line of orbs that's going to be difficult to progress through. The rats and the spiders and stuff are going to be annoying as far as the orbs go. just because of their weird movement. The weird movement makes it really difficult to keep all of them out. You know, you'll be okay, and then all of a sudden this rat will just appear on the other side of your orb like that and like that. So you kind of got to watch them. You know, it's kind of difficult to monitor all of them. I'm trying to let my mana regen some, and it's just kind of sitting at 20 forever. So we do need that mana regen, or anything that says maybe like when you kill something, get 1 mana back or whatnot. Something like that would be extremely effective. It's night 10. We got 13 talent points. Now this was the night that we were supposed to get 5 extra talent points. So we got 5 extra levels in reality. So we're level 75 instead of 70. We have 13 talent points. Skelebabb and shrooms appear. Enemies will now spawn 10% more frequently. This is going to get a lot more difficult. But we got 13 points to help make it better. So let's take a look at Knowledge's power. This is going to be able to cast every 33 seconds for 10 magic. I need magic regen. That's perfect. Gain 25% bonus ability damage for each ability learned. We have 4 abilities so far. Oh yeah. So this turned into a rare, and there was this one. So these two both turned, or well, no, one of them turned into a common and we had an ability over here too. We had abilities over here. Yeah, so some of them, like this turned into a rare. So let's go grab this power orb. Yeah, so but that was that other lightning crash ability. Let's check out over here. Do we get anything? This is a magic up too. I'm gonna take that because I want the magic regen to get up quite high. Health. I might go back there and snag that just to take a look at what we're missing. Magic regen up. Let's take a look here. Okay, the thing what I'm going to do here is snag this health up, attack speed, snag the straight flush. And we have 2 left, so we can either go here and here to efficacy, 20% more XP from killing enemies with any status effect, or 20% ability bonus damage for each ability learned. We have 4 abilities, so that's quite a bit. It's quite a lot. We can also just work our way from here too, and see what maybe this one is. Let's see. At this point, though, mystery talent. We could go this way and get some magic up again. I really want to push the magic regen, so I'm not opposed. Oh, wait, I have to get through this first. Let's take the dazzling knowledge. Or no, sorry, we can't. We have to go 1 and then let's take the efficacy and see if we can get some experience points going out of that. Okay, so we're starting the night with what, 45 health now? So I feel a little better about our health situation. I am going to go ahead and push the XP book and see if we can maybe work some of our other abilities to maybe keep us safe. I might have to use the cyclone at some point. I'm going to use it there just to kind of clear some of that stuff and push it back. Let's build some orbs, and now I am at the mercy of my magic regen and these sprites. So if we can level up faster, we're back up to 25. So I am noticing the magic regen looks a little better. It's not perfect, but it's getting better. Because before it would just sit there forever at the 20 mark. And now you see it's at 20, and then let's see if it goes up to 25. It seems kind of random, but trying to not stare at it because I want to not die. Okay. That wasn't too bad. There was points in time where I did need to kind of hold off on creating more orbs and using abilities, but not bad. So you have 11 points here. Let's go into this epic. Let's get this, and the mystery talent. So we got another hat. So we jumped up to this rousing knowledge, it looks like. Yes. So we're going to take the doorbell because it's right there. The ever-present 1 ring, and we opened up a talent package. So whatever we're going to do back here might get put on hold. Let's snag this straight flush because it's right there. We can work our way over to this power orb. However, this talent package is the new target. So we have three. One, two, three. It does look like we have a pathway, which is good. Ethereal knowledge, that again is every time we level up, we get those sprites. We already have this once. I would love to get some more of them. Actually, this talent pool, if it was sprite based, might be nice too. I'd like sprite based or the basic attack. Either of those would be very good additions with this orb situation we got going on. We do have another hat up here that we could jump to as well, or jump up to and try and jump somewhere else. Let's go ahead next night. Our health situation is immensely better, so that's good. I'm just going to hit each of these once and try and, whoa, got a lot of stuff coming. So night 10, remember we talked about, you can get to points where, all of a sudden, what was working is a little bit behind the ball, and then you've got a bunch of stuff coming at you. So I'm feeling a lot of pressure to use my abilities here, and now I can't. I have one use of an ability, so I got to just rely on some basic attacks here a little bit. My basic attacks did get to a point where they are going to get a lot more damage. I'm going to try and gain some extra experience points with this book. I need to read that book again and see, am I using it right? I don't think I am. I think I actually need to wait until coins are on the ground to press it. And then it changes all those to give you extra experience points. So it might not have been as good as I thought. So this looks like the last round of monsters here. Okay, not terrible. 14 talent points, that's pretty good. Enemies have 25% more health. Enemies will now spawn 10% more frequently. So things are going to be coming for us. Let's go up here. Let's grab this health, magic, experience. Now, I think I want to do this talent pool first. That epic is outside of the talent pool. The talent pool is free, so I just need 2 to get to the talent pool. Ethereal knowledge I really do like, but I want to see what this talent pool is going to be. I wouldn't mind converting those given the right talent pool. Synchrony, we didn't get any bonus packages. So clear the screen with powerful abilities, learn faster and bend the rules of the talent tree. The more abilities, the better. I think I like this one the best out of these 3. So let's re-roll these and see if we can get a bonus, which we did not. Level up faster and power up your basic attacks. Learn faster and bend the rules. I think we took this last time, so let's take this time. I remember we were doing something with the bend the rules of the tree. I think it lets you teleport around a little more. Let's try this one. I did say, I think powering up our basic attacks would help us. So let's do this one, see what we get. We got simple interest at the start of each night. If you have at least 2 unspent talent points, you level up. I do like that. Kind of keep a bank of talent points and get a free level up. After 2 nights, you've paid yourself back, essentially. On level up, you gain 10% ability to power up until the end of the night. I like that. 2% attack speed until end of the night. 2% attack speed. We'll check that in a second. Ethereal knowledge. Attack speed, straight flush, simple interest again. So simple interest, if we grab all these, leaving 2 gets us like 3 levels at the very beginning of the night. And then this one's Arcane Wand. Your basic attacks have a 10% chance to fire an additional magic bolt that deals an additional 12. Now, this is what I was hoping to see more of. We only see 1. Doesn't mean there isn't some in this little shrouded area. So there could be some more over here. We have 8 points. I really would like to get to this Burning Ambition. Your range is increased by 5% of your unspent talent points. At 25 unspent talent points, your basic attacks pierce all enemies. Wow, that's pretty good. We have 2 of these down here. Yeah. So 2 epics that we haven't taken. So I think what I'm going to do with 3 of them is go down here and snag this ring. This is important because of this. We take this ring, a bunch of, almost all of these are just going to get a point into them. You see the magic regen? I really want that. Now we're 2 points away from another orb. Grab that as well because orb is our main power. We have 2 more points left. I think I'm going to grab the ones that are closest here. And we have 95 health and 75 magic. 75 magic, we're level 100. Let's go. I did forget to read this again. Increase the experience granted by all experience gems on the floor. So you have to time this one. Oh, that's not as good as I thought. I thought it was just going to increase the experience points of the gems. So let's go ahead and increase those and see if that helps us some. It is a pretty good power still. You just have to kind of be able to see the gems that are down there, and sometimes you just can't see them very well. You only get to cast it twice, so it's not a huge deal. I do want to really kind of push my magic regen here and see what this is like. I am seeing decent regen. I can visibly see that bar going up. I really do like that quite a bit. That wasn't a bad press for the book. Okay, we're starting to get the orbs to overlap when they're inside. Outside doesn't look too bad. And throw the cyclone down there. Sometimes the sprites, I do like them, but sometimes I think they're a monster, and I get worried when there's nothing to really worry about. All right. 14 talent points. That's not bad. Enemies have 25% more health points. Knights now feel 5 seconds longer. So now we're going to get a simple interest here. So we need to remember our floor is now 2. We have 11 points to spend. Was there a simple interest somewhere else? There was 2 of them up here, right? Yeah. I want this talent here. Range is increased by 5% of your unspent talent points. We would have 2 all the time. I don't know if I'm willing to put 25 into it, but let's go ahead and grab that. And let's work our way up here. Can we get these other 2? Yes, and yes, and we have 2 left over. So this reads, at the start of each night, if you have at least 2 unspent talent points, you level up. So I'm going to get 3 levels at the start of each night just for having things like that. Oh, I got another arcane wand here, and we exposed another legendary. Every 4 level ups, you gain an additional level. Wow. So if we can get 1 more simple interest, keeping 2 talent points around will level us 4 for the simple interest, and then this one will level us another 1. Huh. I don't know if we'll be able to find another simple interest, maybe over here somewhere. I'm going to just hover over this and see now. All right, well, we've got 2 talent points spent. Before I mess something up, I'm going to move on. We have a 95 health, which is 42.5 for the start of the night, 80 magic points. Let's go. Oh, wait, yeah. It's always going to give you this warning about the unspent talent points. Just click confirming and go. You don't lose them. So we have 2 right now. We leveled up 3 times. We just went from 114 to 117, which is effective because we basically just got 3 extra talent points right there for this wave. This night, I guess. I've been calling them waves now with playing Infinite 2. Yeah, so definitely this point of the night, there's a lot of stuff being launched at you, so a little unnerving. Building up our orbs here. Magic regen is significantly better. Still not where it needs to be, but I'm not really mad at it. It's doing its work. My attack speed is faster than I typically have it by now, so that's good to see. Because I feel like I'm, and the damage on my attacks are going up quite significantly. You see how big these little magic balls that are launched from my basic attack, how big they are indicates like how much extra damage they've gotten. So they can basically wipe things out. They hit something, it's going to die. And you can see that represented in all the mass carnage and death on the screen. So I feel I'm pretty good now. So I think we're going to get through this level 20 and we're going to get to see what the last class is. I kind of made it a point not to look it up because I don't want to know what it is yet because I don't remember or else it wasn't around when I had last played. So you see now we left 2, so we got 18 talent points altogether. That's still 4 more talents than we would have got without that and those additional ones. So you know we got a lot of talent points off of the extra bits that we got out of this talent pool. I'm going to take the arcane wand. Now we got to remember, leave 2 talent points. I'm going to take this arcane wand too. I want to expose what's up here. So I like what we did there with the points that we spent. Yeah, I kind of want to work our way over there, but let's go back and see these blues that we've left. 2% attack speed. I'm not heartbroken over that one. Have a power orb over here. Adorable over here, but that's quite a ways. It is 2 more points though. I'm going to go get this ethereal knowledge. I do really like having more sprites going down lanes. Okay. So at this point, I think we're going to try and work towards this omniscience. See if we can get to it. 10% power until end of the night. Looks like there's a longer pathway. I was hoping it would path up here, but it is what it is. We need to save 2. So not going to be able to get it this particular turn. This is only 1, so we have 2 left. We get next time. Yeah. And then we've got this ethereal knowledge exposed down here. That's more sprites. Yeah, I'm not upset with that. That was quite a bit of branching, quite a bit of common talents. That was a lot of additional skills there, so very, very good. Okay, next night, we're level 132, and our health is really cranking now. So I do like that. Let's do these. Launch a cyclone down there just to get some stuff going. I see a lot of coins. I'm going to try and use that ability. I don't think we benefited a ton there, but I'm not going to use the... I don't know if that 4th book ability is actually as good as it could be. I think we could actually benefit from a different ability. I was trying to find something that would generate some experience, and it does, but you have to time it. The timing on trying to see all the coins on the floor is quite difficult because they're usually covered up by monsters. So I'm going to go ahead and hit it and see what we get. That wasn't too bad. Probably level up off of that. I'm more worried about losing my my masterful. It's plus 75% experience. Like everything I kill is worth 75% more experience at this point. We get the, I think if it's 500, it goes to 100%. Yeah, and the warrior is the one that really works that particular angle of the game. You get an absolute ton of extra experience with the warrior by getting easier ways to level into these different attack categories for pushing the experience point bonus. Yeah, so talented. So talented at 500 is where you get that 100%. So we should get, yeah, so we got an additional 2 talent points off of that night. So Tronk and Queen were now up here, and we got 25% more health. Take this legendary. Now our ceiling or our minimum is 2 here, so we're gonna watch what we do there. And we do have a magic up and a health up and a magic up or magic regen. I am gonna take all of those, even though it's not progressing me towards something. I want to take it anyways because I want to pump that magic regen as far as we can go here. So mystery talent here. We have a hat here. Going towards the hat's not great. Let's look over here. We have adorable over here. I'm going to take this health and see. Okay, it doesn't get us to there. We do have a power orb over here. What is this? Attack speed, cooldowns. It is just one orb. But it sets us up to try and go after this doorbell, maybe. I think the doorbell, you got to go this way. 2 health isn't bad, but I've got 8 more points to spend, and I'd really like to get something out of it. So let's go over here and towards this straight flush and see what we can get. So we got this rousing knowledge. Unfortunately, we're just at the end of the line here, but we did expose an epic. So super effective whenever a status effect is applied to any enemy. They're from any source, they take 10 damage. Ooh, that's really good. All right, so I can't get over there. It's got to come from, what's this one say? An additional legendary talent will appear at the bottom of the tree. I think we're going to start working our way down here. We can do one more. We got to loop over this way. So we have 2 talents left, and let's go to the next night. We're at level 152. It's night 16. Let's go. So our talent ability cooldowns have progressed quite a bit there. In that, you know, instead of 11 seconds, it's looking like they're starting at like 6 seconds. And our regen is looking fairly good. I am launching some of the cyclones down just to kind of keep things back a little bit on some of these, you know, pathways. I think the orbs are doing a ton of work, which is good. I'm going to hold off on the magic for a little bit and let it recover if I can. I haven't been hit, which is good. We're at 50 magic. I am going to put some more orbs out and just have the orbs deal more damage. So the one puts orbs out and the one puts orb out. I think, well, one puts 2 orbs out and the other one puts an orb out and increases the orb damage. So let's do that. And then if I can kill a bunch of stuff at the same time, I'm going to hit the book, see if that will help us a little bit. The book has quite a long time recovery. We get to 50. I'll put some more orbs out. Go. Looks like towards the end of the night. So if we can let everything kind of come in and then collect with the book. That's not a bad book collection. And also that book was done when we were at 100% XP. Whew, 25 talent points. So you see how you can really push these talent points up quite a bit. That's another 3 talent points from the 20 that we went from 14 to 20 to 22 to 20 or 23 to 25, something like that. But 25 talent points to distribute. We need to keep a level 2, so we really have 23 to spend, but that's quite a bit. Where the heck were we going here? I think we're going around into this epic over here. So let's take a look at what we got. We're not that far away from this magic hat. I think the magic hat would probably just jump us to something we might not want. So let's stay on our course over here. Oh man, look at that. We're just blocked there too. Okay, we're blocked here. Man, that stinks. All right, well, I don't see a route. We got no connections here, no connections here, no connections here. So I'm wondering if we go down and just let's snag this magic hat, see where it takes us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Awesome. So it jumped us where we needed to go. So that's really good and exposed the talent package. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we've got the super effective, which we're still good. We're good here. I'm going to go up to this talent package. 2, 3, talent package. All right, so we've got clear screen with powerful abilities. Create an elemental sprites and upgrade them. More abilities, the better. So let's reroll these 2 and set the world on fire. That must be the like the fireball when burn baby burn. We're gonna take the sprites, and we're gonna take the sprites not just to see what we can get out of them. Stuff's gonna be really close because this talent package is really squished in here. So we can spend 4. So this will be 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's read through this one. Whenever you use an ability, you create an elemental sprite in a random lane. Yes. um, and then this one is elemental sprites have a 12% chance to apply burning, frostbite, shocked, and wounded. So you can just apply all those effects right there. Really, really good. Whenever you use an ability, create another sprite. And then this one is all elemental sprites take an additional hit and move 15% slower. This is 2, so this will leave me with 2. That's exactly where I need to be. And we're level 175. We'll have 70 health when the night starts, and we have 110 magic. So let's go into night 17. So far, so good. I'd like to have more orbs floating around. However, creating those orbs is going to lay out a ton of sprites, because every time we use that, we're creating some sprites. We're going to pick up more of those abilities too. So every time we use an ability, or more of those talents, every time we use an ability, we'll have even more sprites going down lanes. So I think we're just going to get exponentially stronger with that third talent package exposed. Yeah, it's gonna be really, really good. And our mana does seem to be holding together now. We've kind of got to that critical point where we're able to regen quite a bit of mana after we, doing our skills. And the sprites let us kind of hold off a little bit to just keep pushing these buttons. Do that. Now the cooldown reduction that I have on that book that creates the 50% extra gems on the experience gems, that cooldown's come down quite a bit. It's normally 33, and I think it's sitting at like 14 or 15 now once we use the ability. I want to use it when there's a lot of stuff on the ground. Yeah, it's starting at about 15, it looks like. So I got that one almost halfway down the tree there. Yeah, I'd really like to have had it refreshed there. So 31 talent points. That's 6 more than the last time. Very, very, very good. So let's go to continue here. All right, let's get all these abilities here. So alignment, that does the burning. This does more sprites. I see a sprite up here too. What's this one give? Next night with a truly talented combo. So you would just start the night talented. This is the 12% chance to apply all the goodies. Huh. Yeah, I'm not upset with this. Pretty good. Well, with 26 points, I'm wondering if we should take a look at orbs have 50% chance to critically strike. Additional legendary talent will be at the bottom of the tree. Reduces the speed of enemies by 20%. Yeah, so I'm wondering if efficacy and rousing knowledge, none of that really is exciting. There was a power orb over here that we can go get. I'm going to get that just to see if there's anything worthwhile over here. Arcane Wand isn't terrible. I get the magic up over here. There's another Arcane Wand. Snag that. There's a talent package here. Let's go. We're spending a lot to get there, but there's a doorbell on the other side. If it doesn't change over, we'll get some more orbs there. Let's check out the talent package. So we have apply frostbite more often and enhance its power. I don't know. Maybe that's in our basic attack. I don't know what that does for us. The more abilities, the better. Clear the screen. I'm going to go ahead and say more abilities, the better. So let's reroll this one. That's burn, baby, burn. Now this, apply frostbite more often, enhance its power. You get 4 more abilities, 4 more talents. I'm going to re-roll it to see what we have. I'm going to take this one. I think the more abilities, the better. I think this one gives you a 5th ability, but it chooses it for you. So I'm going to take this, warp the tree a little bit. It did take over the doorbell, but let's see what we get here. So we have 8 points. We have 6 points to work with. So we got on level up, you have a 10% chance to level up an additional time. I think we want to do that because we're leveling up at the start of each night multiple times here. Whenever you activate a rare talent, you have a 50% chance to create an elemental sprite in a random lane. I think that's good. That takes us to 5 left to spend. Your next 3 rare talents refund their cost. Yes, please. So we're going to go here and here. That's refunded for free. This is refunded for free. And then we have next 3 are refunded. Yeah, we're going to get on here, but I think we can only spend 1 more, right? Yeah, and then this one is learning common talents have a 35% chance to be upgraded into a rare talent that give you double value. I'm going to save because we're going to go through some common talents here, and I think that's going to be quite good. So let's hold off. Let's go to 19 with 3 talent points. We're going to level up a number of times. We should level up. We leveled up 5, so we got 1 hit on that. When you level up, you have a chance to level up twice. Very, very good. I haven't hit any of the talents yet, so that's going to be good. Yeah, the magic regen is getting pretty silly. I like this. I would like it to be even better so I can just disregard any care in the world, but I think we still need to kind of manage what's going on. Abilities. Yeah. So got some orbs, when they're in the smaller bracket, everything's touching. I have played the orbs before where we've gotten so many of those orbs and doorables and epics that are all, you just get that really orb centric run where even when it's outside, when it's in that larger ring, you have orbs that are just touching. Now we could potentially get there on night 20 because as fast as I'm casting these abilities, um, we'll have to see. It takes a lot to get to them touching, but we're not too far off, honestly. Let's see. Yeah, they're getting pretty close right there. Definitely overlapping on this inner. And the ability recovery time is really good. They're almost touching. So by night 20, we're probably going to have that outer ring just touching and being a wall of orbs. Now we've got 36 talent points. I don't know. That might be a new record for me. 36 talents in one talent pool is really, really, really good. So start off with this one because we're going to take some common talents here. We're going to take this one and this one. None of them turned into rare yet. We're going to take these. These are all getting refunded. We're going to go over here and get some more refunds. Get this Eureka. I'm going to take these just because they're good. Both of them turned into rares. Wow. Hmm. All right, we're going to get this epic over here just because we have silly amounts of points. So this epic's going to let us use our each of our orb skills twice at the beginning of the night, just for free. Let's teleport around and see what we get. So teleport down here to Crystal Ball. Ooh, that's really nice, actually. Although it would have been nice earlier, it's still really nice because then we could just snag all this stuff here. Evocation. Yeah, let's just grab this. Let's grab this. Let's go down here and grab these as well. All 3 of them turned into rares and we got the points refunded for them. Absolutely silly at this point. Let's grab this efficacy here just because it's available. Let's get magic regen again. So we have 7 more points to spend. Let's look around here. There's a mystery here. Let's go grab it. Ooh, doorbell, really good. It's a straight up 1, 2, 3. I think I'm going to grab this magic hat, see where we go. So it took us down to this one here. We're 2 away from this. Let's go grab that as well. So we have 3 points now. Well, I'm not going to stress about it, but let's see. We got the one ring. We got this stuff here. Anything we can get to? Let's go one closer over here to get some experience points. This is our last night, so 35 was our max. I don't know if we're going to be able to top that, but let's see. So let's start by putting some orbs out. We're launching bunches of extra stuff on our basic attacks. It's looking all really good here. Just keep putting more orbs out. Big amount of gems laying on the floor. So let's go ahead and snag those. Now I kind of want the orbs to do the work here. And then I push the book and get a bunch of extra experience points. The orbs are getting me extra experience points because some of the talents in the tree. I don't seem to be capable of yeah, I don't seem to be capable of running out of mana anymore. So I'm not too overly concerned with it. But I just don't want to lose that talent. And I'm already at 575 kills. We've got plenty of night left to go. So I'm going to hit the book again. That should get me levels there. I really want the orbs to do the killing if I can. But I got to watch because the orbs are there, but then those rats can just kind of go through them. And the sprites make it a little bit difficult to kind of see, you know, the rats appear. They kind of are in the way. But I think the sprites are basically killing the rats that get through. So let's see if we get more than 35. 40 talent points. Holy smokes. That is amazing. So that was night 19. We're going to night 20. That is the last night. We get enemies have 5% increased chance to be elite. Enemies have 10% more movement speed. So we have just gobs and gobs and gobs of experience points or talent points to spend here. Let's see here. So I think what I'm going to do is just go over this way and see if we can expose any more legendaries. Let's see here. There's a way over here. Okay. What was that? It gave us like a light bulb epic. Was that like just a bonus or something? Oh, common talents sometimes upgrade to rare. Yeah, that's what we were looking for. Okay. D6, I like that too. So let's make our way over there and see. We have so many points. So let's jump around. It's a magic hat. Now we don't have a way to get over there. Oh, we do. Yeah, we can go this way. I'm just going to go this way. I'm going to go long route because these can all turn into rares, and I'm kind of fine with that. So this D6 reroll all nearby unlearned common talents into rare talents. So we're just going to turn all of those into rares. We're going to take every last one of them, durables, all this stuff. It is night 20 that we're going into here. So we really don't even have gain 3 of each common talent. Increase the light provided by 50%. And you take no damage for the next 30 seconds during the night. We're going to go down here and grab this one. Magic hat. Thought we had a hat up here too somewhere. Let's go snag this one and see if we can get some of those to turn into rares. We did. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Where did we go? So we're over here. All right, we have 2 talent points. I'm not even going to spend them. Those 2 talent points will level us up a bunch, but we won't get to spend them. But let's pretend like we were playing endless or something and to see how many talent points we can. Well, I don't think it's going to tell us how many talent points we can generate. But we're at 279 right now. We probably leveled up at least, 4 times there. I don't think I care too much about the experience points at this point, but let's do that and then make them 50%ers. Oh, that was interesting too. So those particular experience gems. If you noticed, you can rewind there if you need to. But visually, they got big 2 times. So they turned gold and got bigger, visually bigger, and then they got bigger again. And that was from that ability, that epic, that lets us cast each skill twice at the start of the night. That's an interesting occurrence. I haven't seen those two skills work together before. So I got tons of experience there. I think I'm already up at about 25 or more levels because I'm level 300. We're at 302 now. Hit that. A bunch of extra experience there. Now we're at 303. Yeah, this is kind of ridiculous at this point. I don't think I've ever been level 300, so I don't think I've ever had 1,000 kills. Well, no, I did hit 1,000 kills with the warrior, but I'm not sure that I got much farther than that. The kills thing is more of a mastery level 15 thing where we're at. So I'm just generating so many. Like, look at these orbs. I can just keep pressing these orbs and just keep generating more and more orbs. So let's see. Before the night's over, let's let it get larger and see where we're at. So yeah, when it goes out, they're all just touching now. I think I've reached a maximum amount of orbs as well. I think there's some orb at maximum because at some point it doesn't really let me generate anymore. So Mastery 16 survived. We get to see what the new class is. And we still had one of these or two of these left to go. So this is your abilities can critically strike. And then at 11, we'll open up the last one. Applies shocked more often and enhances its power. Again. So now we've got the fourth selection at the, going into the game screen. Black Storm. Cyclone's range is halved, but it applies shock to enemies after it fizzles out. Relentless Winds. Cyclone deals 2 more damage and has 1 more range. Huh. Interesting. It's interesting that they're both Cyclone picks. So we did get Mastery 17. Oh, it's the Alchemist. Interesting. Yeah, I've never played with the Alchemist. So Mastery level 17, Mastery level 18 unlocked, new challenges unlocked, Alchemist classes unlocked. So I do want to look at the Alchemist real quick. Let's go back to the main menu. Let's go play. And I want to look at the Wizard real quick before we get into this Alchemist. Let's look at standard. I want to look at this screen real quick. Yeah, it is 2 Cyclone. That's interesting because I do like Cyclone and I like having the ability to do this, but it's a shame they didn't upgrade Fireball. Maybe that's up here. I'm not sure. But either way, let's go look at the Alchemist and see what it says. I'd completely forgotten Alchemist was the class, but I knew they had added another class. And now that I saw it says Alchemist, I do remember, yes, the Alchemist does stuff. So the Alchemist crafts powerful potion abilities that devastate enemies, but they only last so long. Forage ingredients on the talent tree and turn them into potion abilities. Interesting. Huh. Okay. Well, we'll play the Alchemist next time. Now, I don't think we're going to jump in at like Mastery level 18 on the Alchemist, but we'll try and select one that seems appropriate for a level 1 character. And then one thing I want to mention before we go is there is another class coming. There's a Beastmaster class that's going to come to the game. When I looked on Steam, it said the release date is the January 30th. It's not too far off. I did want to get this Alchemist exposed. This class, and the Alchemist is the one it was. I wanted to get this one exposed so that way we can give that a shot or two before we get to the Beastmaster. But I had a really fun time with that wizard, actually. That was a good one. Those 3 talent pools together were quite powerful. I hope everybody enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, dislike if you didn't like it. Let me know why. And then leave a comment. Let me know if you're playing Talented or what you think of it. What you think of maybe the Beastmaster. They gave some kind of hints on what the Beastmaster is going to be like on the page as well. I think it looks like it's going to be pretty cool. But take care, everybody. Stay warm if you're in the colder areas. I'm in a freezing area right now, so Hope you're staying warm. Hope you're having a great day. Take care, everybody.